So let's talk about staying down through the golf ball. This is something which is important and causes a lot of confusion and questions that I receive from students and in the comments section on social media videos. So first thing first, if you are somebody who is standing up, right, let's really define what that means. If you're someone who's standing up, it essentially means that you are kind of coming out of posture and you're more vertical at the point of impact. So from a sidearm perspective, that basically means you're doing this. Now, there'll be two reasons as to why that's happening. The first reason is because in the backswing position, you are turning incorrectly and you are rotating too much over your leg like so. See, the problem is from here, pelvis becomes very tilted this way. So even if you pivot with the good intentions in the downswing, you're always going to be too tilted. And from the sidearm perspective, if I again mimic the same move, you can see the way I'm always going to be kind of thrusting towards the golf ball. So that'd be one of the reasons, and I'd say that's pretty common. The second one is that as you start the downswing, you're firing the right hip forward. So what this means, if I was swinging towards the wall here, I swing up towards the top, and what you would be doing is this. It's very important you understand it's the left hip that pulls back, not the right hip coming forward. If your right hip moves forward, this would again theoretically mean that you are early hip extending or standing up. So the question is, how do you therefore end up staying down? Well, the staying down is a little bit of an illusion. So if I was to divide myself into symmetry here, what essentially needs to happen is you need to produce a backswing position that, should we say, you're quite centered, right? Like so. Okay, so I'm inevitably going to move a little bit towards my right hand side, but it's not anything like the example I showed you earlier. It's more like so. Now, as I start my downswing, I explained you need to get the sensation that the left hip moves back first, as I'm demonstrating. But what's going to happen is you're going to keep turning. Okay, and the big thing you've got to notice here is the way that the pelvis is shifting towards the left. So I'm rotating to the left in the downswing, like so. So if I show you that from the sidearm perspective, like so. And what happens, you see, is once the pelvis shifts to the left, it creates a tilt. And when the pelvis rotates, it creates what's known as a separation, which further impacts the tilt. So when you see a good golfer, a professional golfer, or somebody that you know who is staying down through the golf ball, they're not staying down this way. All they're doing is they're shifting the pelvis correctly towards that left-hand side in the downswing position. Hopefully that explanation helps.